Welcome back from that short commercial break. And of course, as we're heading into our segment of SMB on ground, where we look at, of course, the people that are being affected by the policies that are implemented, that's by the government. And today, the topic of discussion is going to be lying on the import substitution strategy policy as we get to realize how this will impact the traders. Remember, 80% of the items that are sold by the traders in downtown, majority are imported. So by the import substitution strategy, the import substitution policy, what impact will this have on the traders community here in Uganda? And with me on set, I'm with Kwebiham Zamil, is the spokesperson, Kafo, and now we are getting straight on how this is going to be how it's going to impact the traders in Uganda. Mr. Mzamil, welcome on the show. And now let's get straight to the point of see here with this import substitution strategy.
Well, import substitution strategy is not all that bad, but absolutely it should be done with rationale. When I talk about rationale, that they should get to understand that before the import substitution, the import duties was the benchmark, was the foundation of taxation of the tax collection in Uganda. So an importer should be given some ample time to arrange himself than getting into a shock of the policy. Then at the end of the day, you are likely to lose even the mass, the population into the value addition, because we believe that in the history, Uganda wasn't all that, into value addition, and they weren't making probably anything. And remember, by 2007, Uganda's imports were doubling the exports. So the strategy itself is good, but again, the rationale is lacking, and we are seeing traders getting out of business because what they are selling, most of it is imported, and the government is it has stuck, its interest of import substitution, export promotion. So at the end of the day, the traders are losing the grip. The traders are losing their money. The traders are relocating to probably uncomfortable economic zones and all that. So still, the government need to come out of probably how they should do it, rationally, in a manner that really makes the trader survive, in a way that the trader will also cross to start buying maybe products made from Uganda and all that, much as it has advantages. Yes.
Well, let's take a look at now such a time to create a balance.
First of all, the policies right now, we as couple, we've really tried out probably to solve certain, kind of traders in certain kind of products, whereby like a lot of taxes have been levied on. For example, those ones in the fabrics, fashion, textile industries, and we've tried a little bit to put some kind of negotiation with the government to see that probably the high taxation on these products are a little, relieved, reduced to a certain point that the trader can survive. So the traders, organizations like CAFO should keep pushing to see that, the government does not really bruise so much the trader. Number two, traders should also be on a look of what product are really made in Uganda, and they are in the other, kind of resemblance, or the same products which are imported. For example, right now, if you are to import commodities in the textile industry, fabrics, again, first look around. Do you really have, products made in Uganda in this line of fashion and textile industry, fabrics? Because the answer is yes, they are really there. And the manufacturers are not they are not seated. They are out there trying to probably to see that they block whatever imports commodities that are coming in this country, and they are competing them. And so a trader, before you really fly out, get to know this product you are going to bring into this country. Doesn't it have a competitor, a competing product? And remember, absolutely, if the government realizes that Mr. Producer X is producing something, then it's going to protect him. One is looking at this producer or somebody adding value. He has very many advantages. Number one, it's going to employ a lot of people if it's a factory. And all the people, for example, it's a small factory, it's employing like 500 people, and every worker on the plant is going to pay as you earn. That's an income to the government. Then at the end of the of the production and sales, the government is also going to earn income or net income or net income tax, something of that nature. So at the end of the day, the government feels that is relieved by the manufacturer, the pressure of unemployment. You look at Uganda with the biggest percentage population of youth, 80 to close to 80% Uganda population, they are what? They are youth. So therefore, they on the look for jobs. And whoever is coming into this arena to solve the problem, then is highly welcome. So therefore, the trader should get to know which product am I going for. Does it have, any kind of a product? If the product is in Uganda, then probably think twice. You either start by bringing now a little half of the imports, and also what would substitute it also from this country, and then probably as you go along, then probably you distance yourself from the imports and look at products from Uganda. And remember that Uganda government captured the other policy of buy Uganda, build Uganda, which is really good. It makes sense. And when you look at an importer, let me take an example. An import of 1 billion, product, and is importing maybe like 10 containers, 20 containers of merchandise, and relate with him with somebody who is into value addition of 1 billion investment. An importer who is importing is likely to import, and then probably the benefits to the government are not going to be much higher compared to somebody adding on value. The other one will employ massively. An importer will probably get money, take it to the other country. So there is a lot of this kind of profit repatriating, which is really not going to go well with the government. So therefore, traders should look out for which products do we have into the production end of this country. Then two, get to know the values. We have had a shock of our lives, whereby Ugandan importers, the majority are ignorant. I'm very sorry to say. Somebody gets on the plane, is so green of what tax values the products that is going to bring. And then at the end of the day, it's after he has landed here, and then the products have been shipped in. That's when they tell him, the value of each product you brought is $10. You're like, oh my God, I thought it was $3. You see, he's just thinking. And then at the end of the day, the money he used was on loan. The security was his house at home. Now, at the end of the day, you are saying, please pay. He thought that each product was going to pay maybe the value was 3. Now the value is 10. Then at the end of the day, the product has stuck in the warehouse. You are saying you're not going to take the product until you pay. And then there is also this strategy of paying in installment. Even when he tries the installment procedure, mechanism which the government put in, because you can bring the product and then you start paying in installment. Each installment you pay, you are given the products in conformity in that kind of package of money you've paid. So until you probably finish. Still at the end of the day, you find either you've made a loss if you've struggled to bring out the products from the URA hands, and then you are likely to lose out if you're not careful. The loan is accumulating. Then also the products are stuck somewhere. Your house is on risk. So that's why you find that traders of recent, we've buried many who have lost this product, who have lost their economic muscle to pressure. Yes, because I want to testify that within the arcades, every other point we are having a barrier of somebody, and they remember. These are traders that are of a certain age. You understand? They've lived in trade for a very long time. They've been in import for a very long time. And at the end of the day, when you put in pressure on them, because of certain age, and then somebody is losing his valuables that he has worked for a very long time, then every other day somebody is losing a life. Yes.
Well, maybe just in 2 minutes as we wind up, why do you think traders don't find interest in purchasing the manufacturer, put them on their stores? Because then how
Surprisingly, the production cost, the cost on production, as in these products of Uganda, is so high, and so the products themselves are very expensive. I want to say, I want to assure you that a shoe made in Uganda surprisingly may become more expensive than a shoe from China, and then too, you find that you find that the outside products are cheaper. That's one. Two, the mindset. Ugandans have one problem. I usually call it amalo. I'm very sorry to say that they don't like themselves. That's Africa good at probably embracing what is the exotic, what is the foreign. At the end of the day, you find somebody wants to put on a shoe that will lose its value, and it will depreciate within a week because it's from China. You understand that? So the mindset itself is also what is also a problem. So we look at also the quality. We have a class of people that look at quality. You understand? Somebody will tell you, I want to put on UK, and you want it or not. Certain importers, certain traders, whether you heighten these products, certain people say, no, with me, I want a film from UK. I want fabrics from UK. So therefore, so another is ignorance. As I would really tell you that certain people are ignorant of these products made from Uganda, and the other time people are saying there is Kapeka Industrial Park, and they're saying there are a lot of products there, but you know that people have not taken time as in traders to go and really and visit these competing products that are made from Kapeka industry. I understand that. So find that of products, they make research. They don't want research. Somebody's fixed. His mind is on a certain product and all that, and it's import traders in Uganda that Ugandan products and all that. Congo, Burundi, Rwanda, Zaire, Ethiopia, and all that. Southern, they are very ready to buy our products. So let us try to see how.
Thank you very much. And of course, the discussion has been on the import substitution strategy, on what impact will it have on the traders. And of course, Mr. Musamuel has really spoken out, is a voice of the traders, most especially here in downtown. And of course, one of the very important aspects talked about being having information about the products, the tax value, and also making research. Getting to understand what are those products out there that are really selling, despite the fact that they may not be really coming from the foreign countries. That's it for Smart Main's Business on Ground. Andrew Barije, back to studio with Jorah.
Right, many thanks, Barije Andrew, for that particular insightful discussion regarding input substitution strategies and how best we can lay them on board, especially the key stakeholders within Uganda's economy. But as we're summing up with Smart Main's Business, do remember to use the USSD code *292# if you want to invest in government bonds. Zabu is giving you that platform that will definitely give you the ultimate decision for you to kickstart off your investment journey. Zabu is the platform by Altex East Africa and is saying do something new. Now, the only new thing that you can do today is to invest in government bonds. Zabu My money, my future. Politics East Africa. Remember to do something new. And well, indeed, as we continue to continue driving your business, so should you invest in government bonds. The markets open at 8:15 a.m. and close at 3:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please do not. These markets are closed during weekends and on public holidays. But the rest of the days, you can invest in government bonds and securities. Zabu, my money, my future. All this is Africa. Do something new. I'm Jerome Paul. So you've been watching Smb Business. It is Tuesday, 24th of January, 2022. I will definitely wish you a good day and a blessed morning as well. From us to you till tomorrow morning, and I'll be back tonight with Business Today.